Okay, the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to open up the code builder. So I'm going to type /code and press enter. Once the code builder is loaded up, if it asks you to click on an option, click on make code as your option, and then we're going to create a new project. And then what we're going to do is, over here, we're going to click on the blocks menu, and we're going to use the on ground broken block. So we're going to drag that just onto the screen. What we're then going to do is we're not going to say when the ground is broken, we're going to change that option to say actually when a cake is broken. So if you scroll down, you'll see that there's a cake there. Now what we want to happen once that cake is broken is we want to create a parrot. So we're going to choose from the mobs option, spawn animal at 000, and then we're going to change the animal from a chicken, which is the one currently selected, to a parrot, which is the green and red one. And we're just going to say don't spawn exactly where we're stood, spawn one away from us. What we then want to do is, rather than just spawn one parrot, because of the song Sing a Song of Sixpence, we want to spawn 4 and 20, or 24 of them. So we're going to use the loops option, and we're going to use repeat 4 times, but we're going to change that. And you need to be careful that you snap that so that the spawn block goes inside the loop, inside the repeat. And in there we're going to type 24 and just press enter. So if we now play and run that code, okay, we should be able to move around the screen, and you should see that you have your agent nearby somewhere. What we're then going to do is we're going to put down a cake here so that we can break it. So to do that, I'm going to press E on the keyboard to open up the inventory. I'm then going to scroll down and look for the cake, which is here. And I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to load 64 of them into my inventory here. If I then click on the cross, you'll notice now that down the bottom we have the cake, which is currently selected because we're selected as position 1. To swap the position that you've selected, you use the number key. So if I press 3, the third one is selected, and if I press 1, then the first one is selected, which is of course the cake. So what I can do is I can right mouse click on the ground and it will put down a cake. What I then need to do is I need to break that cake. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to left mouse click whilst pointing at the cake, and I'll hit the cake with another cake, and that should burst, and it should burst into 24 blackbirds, or in this case parrots. So if I press the left mouse button, and I'm going to move backwards when I do it so we can see. Let's just move a little bit closer. And there we go. So if I now move backwards, we'll see that we have now spawned 24 parrots.